camera ever on a computer, one of the slowest computer with a camera. But I said I'm gonna do a video, and I intend I'm doing a video because I started off recording on my the Google Chromebook, and I recorded the whole video, and then it wouldn't open. So here we are again. Want to talk about our subject matter. Let's talk about politics a little bit. I don't normally talk about politics, but today we're going to talk about politics. First thing I would like to ask you to do is to subscribe. Subscribe. I never asked for subscription, and this time we need them because I want to talk about a lot of things that's going on in the country. I also want to make a video about the New World Order. I want to open up your eyes to what that is and what's going on there, and let you know where we are in that. So it's a lot of video about a lot of interesting things that we want to talk about. I also want to make a video about the mark of the beast, and the Antichrist. And I can assure you it's not going to be anything as you have already heard, because they have it all wrong. So we might as well grab some coffee and come, even though I don't drink coffee. But maybe some herb tea or some lemongrass. Because I'm a bush person who drinks bush. Anyway, let's talk about. Let's start. If you are a Republican at this point in time, and you decide to vote for the Republican Party, as for what's going on in the Republican Party, as for all the evidence that you have to not vote for your candidates, because there are no good candidates in the Republican Party. So let's say we look at Herschel Walker, for instance, which is this guy that they brought from Texas to Georgia to have him run against the Democratic Party. And when you look at Herschel Walker, you are seeing a person who is obviously a double-minded person, because he said he believed one thing, but he's doing the opposite of what he believed. What his life, the life he lives, and what he claims to believe is completely different. The Bible tells you that the double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Here goes a man who talks about family values, and he does not believe in abortion, but yet this second woman just came out yesterday whom he is involved in the abortion. It is not these women who are calling for the abortion. It is him who wants the abortion. So it's not like a woman, you're pregnant, you get a woman pregnant and she said she don't want no children, and you decide to go along with the abortion because she decided it. You're the ones who are calling these abortion shots. But yet you said that you do not support abortion, and you're running on that premise. Now, Georgia, you've seen this man, you've seen his actions. that he do not represent what he said he represent. These are not heresies, because he can go on TV as much and say that these people are lying and say that he doesn't know these people and these things doesn't happen, and oh, I'm just trying to win this seat, and these are just distraction. You're playing down your own action, and that's being an hypocrite, because the woman have photographs. You have a photograph of you in bed, so she had access to you, so everybody knows that she's not lying. So then if she's not lying, then you are lying. And so my point is that the evidence is made, the case is made against this man to the vulture, against who he really is. So now if you elect him based on these things that you already know, if you elect him knowing this, then you are a worse person than he could possibly be. It doesn't matter how bad this guy is. Whoever elects him is worse than him, because he's just the guy running for election. He's asking for something. He doesn't have any power. The only power he can have is the power that you give to him. So if you empower this person to become what you know he already is, because as the Bible tells you that the double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. And the Bible also tells you that by a man's fruit you shall know him. So he's not going to be a different person in office than he is before you elect him. It's the same guy that you elect. So you are electing a problem. And whatever he does there, you are responsible for it. If you think that you have something to gain by making your party win by electing the wrong person, or a person who is knowingly in the wrong, then you have another thing coming. You're just so ignorant about the spiritual world. You're too ignorant about the spiritual world and about how things work there. Because what you don't know is that when you agree with bad actors, you put bad things in your path, in not somebody else's path, because you might think that you're creating an obstacle for the Democrats by giving them this person to oppose them that you know is a bad person. If you're going to give, if a person is bad and you're going to give them somebody to oppose them, give them a good person, but don't give them a person who you knowingly have bad character and who is knowingly a bad person, because that bad thing, that obstacle that you try to create will be an obstacle for your life, your future, your children's life. Don't play with the spiritual world, because it is nothing to play with. So you're running a very dangerous game, and it's the worst mistake that you could ever make. If you think that, just by going and electing these people, putting these people into power, if you think that there's not going to be any consequence for that, you're just as ignorant as they come. And I did said in that video that I wasn't gonna use any wasn't gonna use any name calling, but that was that video. I'm calling you names in this video. I'm saying that you're ignorant because you're not conscious about the spiritual world. And any man or woman that is not concerned about the spiritual world, You're not wise. You're an ignorant person. The rights that you have to vote shall be taken away. Even your rights, even as you are preventing other people from voting and from having free thinking, you're doing the same thing to yourself. So you're creating these things in your path. So, I mean, what can I say? As far as I want for this video is that you subscribe and ring the notification bell, because we have other videos coming out. We're going to be talking about one of the things that people are ignorant about. I'm going to be explaining to you the New World Order step by step and what that is about, just in case that you might be ignorant as I was ignorant. But thanks God for the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit had opened up my spirit and had revealed these things to me over the years. So I'm going to explain to you about the New World Order, some things that people don't understand. The mark of the beast is another thing that I'm going to explain to you. And Antichrist. What is the Antichrist? And the government of the Antichrist. We're in it right now. We're in those things right now. And a lot of people are even under the condemnation and have not even known. So we have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things we have to talk about. You know, my website is thelocalteller.com. Thelocalteller.com. Have a lot of video and a lot of publication that I need to put up there. But you can start visiting it from now. It's a platform that I've created for myself and for you. We'll talk more about that too, you know, in the future. But my main reason for making this video right now is to tell you that when you elect a bad actor that you know is a bad actor, you give this person power. And as you think that you give him power over other people's life, because you knowing that these people are bad, yet you're electing them, so that you're not electing them for yourself, because you wouldn't elect a bad person for yourself. You electing them for the other party, so that they can destroy the other party and the other party's agenda. It is not cool. It is going to backfire. You will regret your vote if you know who these people are and you still vote for them. As far as I'm concerned, the Republican Party, whom I once loved, is no longer what it is, what it used to be. And it has been spoiled right now, thanks to one man. You allow one man, one bad actor to get into your party and to damage the whole party. And then you still want to sell the bad party, you still want to sell the damaged party to other people so that they would buy it. So I mean, like, your shoe is broken and you're giving me that broken shoe to wear it. Who do I look like? Am I your shoemaker? So that I could buy your broken shoe and to mend it. I'm not mending your broken shoe. You mend your shoe and then you sell it to me. If you're a Republican and you're sure that you're about these things that you so openly profess that you are, or you're patriotic, according to you, nobody is more patriotic and more country loving than you are. You're selling a bunch of BS, because all you are is a bunch of hypocrites. Hypocrites who see the mud in one person's eye but don't see the beam in your eye, because you're not checking yourself. If you're not scrutinizing your party, then you're not holding the people accountable that you're voting for, because you're seeing that these people are no good. Everybody, their own family is coming out and showing you and telling you, don't vote for these people, but yet still you're voting as if it is something that you have to do. So then you're giving us, you're voting against the Democratic Party. You're not voting for your party. Now the thing about a democracy is that even though you have the right to vote, you have the right not to vote. Do not use your vote as a weapon against another person or against another party simply because you hate the other party so much. Then you're going to use your vote to weaponize and to use that as a weapon, against the party that you don't like. That is not cool. That is not the purpose. That is not what you should be doing. All these people that you're giving power to, you're giving them destructive power and you're setting up destructive element. That is not responsible voting. And if you continue to do this, you're going to regret it. Because the right that you have, that you think that you need to vote, that right is going to be taken away. The same right to vote is the right not to vote. So if you meet upon a guy like Herschel Walker, where his own family is coming out against him, his son said they had to move 6 times in 6 months because they're scared of their life. This family man is a terrorist to his own family. Said he doesn't believe in abortion, but yet he paid for 2 and tried to cover it. How can a man openly make himself known? How can you obviously seeing these things and seeing all these evidence and still go and vote for this guy? Something is wrong with you. You are what is wrong with America, and history is going to prove that. I don't want to say anything more on this video because I'm becoming what I said I don't want to become, and that is angry. I want to be able to give my objective views on things and just leave it like that. I don't want to be angry because when I'm angry, I'm sending out bad spirit and bad message. I don't want to put this negative thing in my path. So God bless you, and I hope that you open up your eyes and see and do the right thing. Do not be so political or so politically driven that you fail to see the damage and the wrong in your own party. Don't vote for a worse thing than you are. If your party is not doing the right thing, if your patrons are not doing the right thing, do not vote. And we're also talking about the guy that hit Nancy Pelosi's husband with a hammer in his head. And the Republican Party is still holding him up as a villain. So what are you now? Killers? Murderers? Violent? Is that what you're electing? You're electing the devil. You're electing, this election is about the devil. This is the 666. This is the Antichrist that you're electing. And let me stop. Please subscribe to this video, ring the notification bell, and come to the localteller.com for more. I'm going to put the link to my website in this video. Thanks a lot.